Guys, gather around.
Okay, the tour guide.
Gather
Tour
around.
guide wants to talk.
Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher this, but this is Chiesa del Gesu, the mother church of the Society of Jesus, commonly known as the Jesuits. This order was founded by Ignatius of Loyola, a Spanish noble focusing on converting others to Catholicism. During this time, 1517, there were the Protestant Reformation marked by Martin Luther. 1540, Jesuit order was established. 1545, Counter-Reformation begins with the Council of Trent. 1568, construction begins for this church. The Jesuits were the main allies of the Pope. There was an effort to reassert the supremacy of the Catholic Church. This is the church's triumphant victory of the Catholic Church. When you walk in, there is the sense that the church has triumphed and will triumph over the challenge of Protestantism. The focus, as soon as you walk into the church, is on the altar and the performance of the Eucharist that takes place there.
If you look up, you see the clouds. You see the one in the far left right there? They made it look like it's coming out. Yeah, but it's a wood, and it's not part of the building, but it's attached outward, so it looks like it's a 3D. That's pretty cool. The opposing St. Ignatius of Loyola Chapel, which is here, is the church's masterpiece. Houses the saint's tomb, so this is his tomb. Oh, really? Yeah, above the altar, are looted columns. So you see the four columns. That's real cool. It is gifted and inlaid with lapis lazuli, which surround a large niche. This right here. What's this one? This is the small chapel. It is dedicated to Our Lady of the Wayside. The name derives from a venerated 13th century icon from the facade of now lost church in the Piazza El Turi. No flash. No flash.
IHS, what does it stand for, Uncle Steven?
My understanding, it means I hate Satan.
I hate Satan.
Yes.
Yes, we all hate Satan. Down with Satan. Next church we're going to, Basilica St. Mary of Minerva. We are going to see a Michelangelo. This is the Michelangelo statue. Okay, everybody, another quick history lesson. This is the Basilica of St. Mary of Minerva, elephant and the obelisk, one of the 13 ancient Egyptian obelisks brought to Rome and during the Roman Empire. It was originally erected in the temple of Isis, the Egyptian goddesses. Pope Alexander VII commissioned Bernini to design a pedestal for the obelisk. Bernini chose an elephant to support the obelisk. The elephant was a symbol of strength, wisdom, and piety in Renaissance art. The statue's nickname, Minerva's Chick, is thought to be playful reference to its small size to the imposing obelisk. There's a Latin inscription on the pedestal which translates to, "Let anyone who sees here the figures of Egyptian wisdom carved on the obelisk, carried by the elephant, the strongest of beasts, understand the symbolism to be that of a strong mind supports firm wisdom." The facade of the church has a series of plaques that record some of the heights that the floodwaters have reached in the Tiber River and from its broken banks. The oldest plaque dates back to 1422, while the most recent is dated December 1870, when Rome became the capital of Italy in 1871. High embankments were built along both sides of the river, thus bringing an end to the flooding of the city.
The 7-foot marble statue depicts a resurrected Jesus commissioned in 1514 and encountered a setback when a black line appeared on the marble face, forcing Michelangelo to restart. This initial version, believed to be the statue of Saint Sebastian in the Aldobrandini Chapel, the final statue completed in 1521 with the help of a student, was initially nude, with the bronze loincloth added later. The cross, more than decoration, support the entire figure, symbolizing the strength of faith. This is the tomb of Saint Catherine, under the main altar, that is to say, the central altar of the Basilica.
Oh, I see her, yeah.
The remains of Saint Catherine of Siena are preserved, Dominican lay woman and doctor of the church. The tomb of the 15th century, restored 1999 and 2000, represents in its upper parts the body of the saint whose head rests on a cushion. In the front are two small angels holding an inscription, which presents the pilgrim or the visitor, the saint buried here. Sancta Caterina of Senis, Ordinis Sancti Dominici of Focia. Caterina was born in 1347 in Siena to a wealthy family. At the age of 6, while she was walking the city of Siena, she lived before the Church of Saint Dominic. Jesus Christ in Bonification vestments sat on a throne, in his sides Saints Peter, Paul, and John. As a result of this vision, she decided to make a vow of chastity, entering the order of penance of Saint Dominic. She devoted her whole life to honor the God and salvation of souls, according to her own words. There is a small opening in the back where people leave notes on the tomb. In centuries-old tradition to seek intercession, express devotion, or share personal intentions, people write their notes to seek guidance, offer gratitude, or simply connect with her spirit.
Here is the Pantheon, right next to the church that we just saw right here. To the Pantheon. Oh, so you see the holes down there? So when it rains from above, the water goes down to the drains. So it doesn't flood in here.
Inside the building, he got his hands on the two pillars that at the front of the temple, and he was so strong he pushed it, and then the pillars, toppled, and the whole building fell.
Oh yeah.
On top of him and on top of
The enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the pillars remind you of?
Yeah.
Bottoms up. I can taste the flavor of the streets in here. Elsie, come on. Drink it.
I'm not drinking that.
Come on, for the photo.
You drink it.
For the video.
I'll videotape you and you drink it.
Okay, let's do that.
Come on. I win it. Oh, he's doing it. That's how. No, don't trust this guy. He's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That's pretty good water. Ancient water.
Crazy.
Come on, here. I'll do it for you.
Absolutely crazy. Water.
Did you get it? How's it taste?
Weird.
Tastes weird?
I could taste the Rome in it.
You can taste the Rome in it?
Ancientness
The ancientness? Nice.
Ancientness.
What did you get, Jeremiah?
Chips.
Chips?
Ooh. Italian.
Italian chips. Let's taste test this.
Like Cheetos.
It tastes like Cheetos, but very cheesy.
Like white cheddar.
White cheddar.
Yeah.
How's it taste, Ed?
Tastes good.
Tastes good?
Yeah, so close.
Open your mouth, look at the flavor. Oh.
From the fountain?
Here, Nana, taste Rome in a bottle. We've got Pantheon water here. Nana needs to do a taste test. It's okay. No, everybody's drinking it. Okay.
Her body might not be used to that, Jared.
Just a little sip. Do a little sip.
Don't give it to Nana.
Okay, I'll just pretend.
Yeah, pretend.
Take my
Nana,
picture.
pretend. Just pretend, Nana.
Oh, okay. Wow. Nana did not want to taste the Pantheon water.
Caravaggio paintings over here.
Okay. Park right next to me. Okay, so this is the fountain of the four rivers, designed by Gian Lorenzo Bernini, 1648 to 1651. The four male figures represent the four main rivers of the four continents that were recognized at the time. River Ganges in Asia is represented with an oar to symbolize the navigability in the river in India. It also has a sea serpent to represent the serpentine and the twisting nature of this river. This figure is looking away from the church, which was to symbolize the spiritual ignorance of the continent at the time. To the right, we see the palm tree and the lion, and these two elements breach the two continents of Asia and Africa, as they commonly found in both. The river god of the River Nile in Africa is a figure, also looks away from the church to show the ignorant paganism of this continent. The sea monster, which is supposed to be the 17th century depiction of an armadillo. The statue beside it indicates are now in the continent of the Americas. This is the river god of Rio de la Plata in the Americas. He's sitting on a pile of coins to show the incredible riches of this new land. The river god is portrayed as a black man, which shows how little they know about the continent at the time. The river god sits in a reclined position with his left hand raised before his eyes. This has been interpreted as the figure is raising his hand in horror at a appalling face. That's the guy on the left, as we see in front of us right there. Yeah. A church built by Borromini, which he thought would collapse on the top of him due to its poor construction. This is just pure legend because the church was built after the fountain completed. In reality, this figure is displayed to show that this continent is starting to see the light of the church and is starting to be converted. The horse is the only statue that was carved by Bernini himself. Bernini designed the fountain and it was his students' assistants who built it. This is normal to do as famous artists had tons of commissions to do. The last river god represents the River Daniels in Europe. There is a large fish with a gaping mouth right next to it. The statue is facing towards the church, representing the triumph of capitalism in Europe. At the same time, it turns to acknowledge and support the papal insignia of the Pope at the time as shown on this shield. This figure is displayed as the most composed, cultured, and seemingly spiritually enlightened of the four river gods. The papal insignia is composed of 3 fleur-de-lis and a dove with an olive branch in its beaks. The keys of St. Peter's and the papal tiara. This whole sculpture portrays the Pope's power in relation to the entire world. On top of the obelisk is a dove which represents the papal family. The obelisk and the dove represents the power symbol and the power of the papacy that stretches as far as Egypt. And that is the history lesson for today. Oh. How was it, Elsie?
Fun.
Wow.
High
Hold up your prize.
Hello there. What's the backdrop? Darn.
What's up?
Don't drop that. There'll be another incident. Refrigerator.
You better put this in your video.
Yum, yum, yum. How is it, mommy?
Sure. You want to share with Nana?
Oh, my hands are kind of...
Very good.
Can I have a taste, please? Mmm. Nana's taste testing the tiramisu.
My cup upside down.
So cute.
How is it?
Delicious.
10 times the prices and food are better here than in America. I want to live here.
How's the flavor?
It's delicious, really.
Delicious. Is it according to your palate?
Yeah.
Can I taste some of yours, Elsie? I'll taste that. Oh, it's all...
Sorry, it's dripping.
What's happening, Joel?
I need my parking lots in Walmarts. It's too cramped in here.
Oh. So American of you.
I don't know how people can live like this.
890 for 3 baths, 2.
We could be living in Italy for these prices.
Oh yeah.
Your arch nemesis, Uncle Stephen. Stairs. Your arch nemesis. Cool. Back in time. Back in time. Oh,
What year is it?
we're back in ancient times. I don't know, what does that sign say? Oh, guys, we made it through the time portal.
Wow.
We are back in ancient Roman times.
Yeah, that's
Have ancient vending machines.
Whoa. I'll be your tour guide. We've got rocks. We've got more rocks. We got rocks that look like birds. We got rocks that look like pillars. What else kind of rocks we have, Elsie?
rocks. We had pebbles.
Nice.
Come to the Colosseum and see some rocks today.
Oh, you have your
Yes, I do.
Now you
merch.
Now you
I
have
don't.
to
I
take a
don't.
picture.
Percy Jackson merch.
I
Oh, no, not me. Oh. Okay, more cool facts about the Colosseum. Did you guys know that the bricks were made of salt? You can actually taste it. You want to taste it?
No.
Yeah?
I'm not,
Their tongue on it.
I'm not an idiot, Korea. Oh, he listen.
Hey, what's up, Larry?
Are we just naming him Larry now?
Poor kid, girl. Poor kid. You're a natural, Larry. What's your question, my student?
Nothing. I don't know if that's
What was his question?
happened here.
No.
I don't
What was
know.
his question, Papa?
It's so
I was
close.
asking why
It's so
did the
close.
archaeologists-
Jared, it's so close.
Archaeologists have to dig down to find the older ruins. And I told them because usually the
Well,
newer civilization.
simple question with a simple answer. Cool stuff, cooler stuff underneath, Jeremiah.
Okay, I've had that.
Where? Does it say Jesus?
So many graffiti of people's names.
How dare them? If you put graffiti in the Colosseum, I will tackle you. I will
Yes.
come to your house.
Yep. Oh my gosh, 430 for a 3D printed. That costs as much as a 3D printed 3D printer.
Are you tall enough?
Scratch the walls in 5 years.
Who is that over there? Oh.
Oh, thank you. Take a photo.
This is actually pretty cool. Come down, go down that way.
Well, I guess we'll just have to settle for this view.
I didn't know it was closing. I never thought of that. Like, what time it closes.
Uncle Steven was like, "Oh, let's rest, let's sit down." And so I sat on a stone by myself, just admiring the view. And I see in the corner of my eye some guy, older gentleman, in front of me, like probably like 5 steps away, with his camera, just taking pictures. I'm just like, oh, I wonder if he's taking a picture of me or the scenery. And so I'm just looking, acting all stoic. And then I see him, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. And so I step away, but he's like, oh, no, stay there. And then he was taking pictures of me. And he started like trying to pose me and stuff like that. And I'm just like, if you insist.
Sure he's not gonna rob you?
No. That was in the
Oh.
Roman Forum.
Oh.
And then after he was done taking pictures, he's like, oh, thank you. Well, he didn't say thank you, but he was like, smiled and then
Yeah.
went off.
So what did
Wow.
what was the highlight?
You're a model, Korea, just like Nana.
I'd say the highlight
Can
was
you get my
that older
photo?
gentleman taking a picture of me.
Besides that.
So, I mean,
My highlight
what's not
was
there
Larry.
to like?